Welcome back to the Brunch Batty Wall, but more importantly, welcome back to another weekly breakdown of Big Brother. This week's play of the week is Yash. He actually won the HOH. Now, me personally, I'm not necessarily opposed to Yash. I actually kind of rock with Yash. I feel like he's been doing the better floating method than Drew and Barrett combined. But at the same time, he's kind of like an outsider. But at the same time, he's just placed really perfectly. Yeah, I really can't even gripe on his game too much. I'm glad he won. And then when it comes to the noms, I will say I like the noms. I'll say it. As much as I hate to admit it, I like the noms. They're good. They're good. The only one I don't like nominated is D. You didn't have to do that, my boy. She's just bad. She's bad. Like, why would you want that out of the house? But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I like this. I think this is a good move. It's very clear he's taking shots at the icon, but then also keeping Haley up there. Just continuing, to give her a hard week. It's been a really hard month for Haley. So as much as we can continue that going without it actually being hard for her, so then she's like in a perpetual state of purgatory, I'm fine with that. We're good. Now I realize this is going to be a shorter episode. I am really sorry. There's a lot going on. I realize this is going to be a shorter episode, but yeah, let's get into the other side. So, spoilers. This is the spoiler side of the show. I'm giving you a little countdown at the bottom. If you do not want spoilers for what's happening right now, I would suggest you click off or go check out some of my other Big Brother videos. So the good, bad, and ugly. Yash winning, obviously a great plus. A great plus. The bad, even though D is nominated, she's not really nominated if you think about it, because Devins has that diamond power veto. It would be really unwise for him not to use that for his number one ally. Just saying. But the ugly, spoiler, if you don't want a spoiler, I would scroll off now. Okay. The ugly is that there's another mega alliance happening right now, and it's between FAP and the crossovers, because the tool shed is kind of disbanded at this point. FAP and the crossovers, and unfortunately that leaves out Taylor, Lala, Kamu. Yeah, that leaves them on the outskirts of the house. And I was so upset because Taylor and Lala had power last week. I feel like that would have been the perfect time to capitalize on having the power. And when I said, capitalizing on having the power, it's not to make the moves to get the right people out. It's to make the moves to stay right with the right people in, if that makes sense. The power moves would have been, now that you have power, now that they see you're a threat, you got to keep your enemies closer. So Taylor and Lala's big push, their biggest move would have been to align themselves with the right people. And at the time they did, but the problem was in their nominations, they were completely disbanding a whole alliance because Chuck ended up leaving. And with that, the red corner was poof, gone. So you kind of aligned yourself with like a person like Kamu, which is playing the game really great. He is actually a better floater than Drew and Barrett, because he's on both sides of the house, but no one's really suspecting him. I'm in the spoiler side. If he hits the block, it's going to be fine. Like, he's going to be okay. Like, he's just got too many ties. But at the same time, he might not be okay, because if they see him as a threat, off with his head, because that's what Devins is going to do. He put Kamu up for place of D. He used the diamond power veto. So I would say actually Kamu's in a very dangerous spot, but if he can get himself off the block, there's no denying he's going to make it late into the game. But I would just really wish that Taylor and Lala had done something better to attain a little bit more power and good graces in the house. But I guess we'll just see how it plays out. D's, like I said, in a perfect position with Devins. And the interesting thing is, I saw on Reddit that they were talking about how the fact it seems like it's unfair or rigged for icons to get the power, but that was a stupid quote, because America voted this. That's what America wanted. They wanted this to happen. And so if you didn't want it to seem rigged or like one side of the house is going to get steamrolled, vote. You could tell I'm probably really passionate about that. But anyway, yeah, I am at a point where I'm pretty perceptive, you know, but I genuinely don't know how this is going to play out. Whoever's going to be that final two in the block, if Kamu's a final two in the block, he's going home. I'm saying that. If he's on the block for the final two votes, he's going home. Because Haley's good enough to keep in the game because of the fact that how do I say this? She is not as threatening as Kamu because Kamu has control over like what he feels, and he's going to use that to his advantage and still play the game correctly, while Haley is kind of a wild card. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that's all I got for the week. Be on the lookout for my channel this week. I have another video coming out. I'm doing another deep dive. I'm very excited about this one. I took real time on this one, so if you could check that out, that'd be great. But in the meantime, you can check out my documentary. It's a really good watch. I suggest you watch it. Or you could check out my Big Brother playlist, where you can see all of my past Big Brother analysis and see if I was spot on or not. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video.